Are you worried about the United States in the year 2025? Hear from a man in 2048. His name is Stephen Kelly, and he has a warning for you.
I'm going to talk to you today about how fucked up my job is. I know you people in 2025 think you got fucked up jobs. Well, probably some of you do have fucked up jobs. I'm going to tell you, mine is pretty fucked up. It's 2048. There's not a lot of great jobs around, and this is a job that lets me smoke as much as I want. You know what? And I even sneak a little whiskey and gin once in a while, so that makes the day go better. What I'm going to read from my log is it's kind of a day in a life. The shit I have to do on a normal day. Reaching past the pack of smokes on my dash, I snag my foil-wrapped breakfast burrito, which has been warming over the defrost vent. The van, pushing past 100 miles per hour, weaves through westbound expressway traffic. Unwrapping the foil and taking my first bite tells me I should have gotten the one without hot sauce. The burrito leads a trail of fire toward my stomach, which is still full of last night's gin and juice. Most people are good at getting out of the way when my van flashes its overhead yellow lights, but there's always one asshole that won't move, like this son of a bitch. My van lays on the horn for me, moving the dipshit and his boat of an SUV to the right. Flashing yellow lights is such bullshit. I need red like ambulances. Hell, I save people too, don't I? Before they shot up these speed limits, I couldn't imagine driving way out to Schaumburg from the downtown for one call. Shit, back in the day, this run would have taken me an hour each way. Now, while eating my breakfast burrito with the speedometer pushing past 110 miles per hour, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I rewrap the remaining half of the burrito, tossing it onto the dash with enough time to take a drag off a cigarette. Pulling off Mill Road into an unmarked mall entrance, an oversized security guard in a green Mill Road Mall golf cart waits in a parking spot. He flails his flabby arms toward the Phone World entrance. I yell at the fat man through the windshield. I ain't gonna get lost, dipshit. Everyone can see Phone World from the expressway. Mill Road Mall, which looks like a cement X from the air, has been open for over 70 years. Most stores closed around 20 years ago, with Homestyle being the last to leave. There are still a few restaurants in a food court, while offices have filled all the available space. This place isn't much of a mall anymore, and they should drop that part of the name. Phone World's the only store left standing, which doesn't surprise me. People have always been more obsessed with their phones than each other. The golf cart leads me through the parking lot towards the front entrance of Phone World, with its textured cement face and pillars every 10 feet. A neon-lit, blue-rimmed globe with red Phone World lettering dangles above enormous glass double doors. I pull two wheels onto the curb near the entrance, leaving the yellow flashers on. The golf cart continues, taking a left, disappearing between buildings. A large crowd of teenagers surrounds my van as I jump out. I hate gawkers. Don't you damn kids have homes? A young brown-haired girl pushes through the crowd, frantically yanking at my arm. You gotta help Stacy. They shot her arm off. I place my hand on her shoulder. It's okay. I'm here. Go back and keep your friend calm for me. The girl parts the crowd, crouching to her friend near the entrance. The victim's wearing a white parka drenched with blood, while someone's placed a large, yellow Phone World blanket beneath her. Jesus, she looks the same age as my daughter. I fling open the rear van doors, pressing one of the cartridge release buttons on the humming containment unit, detaching an armed cartridge with a puff of air. Made of plexiglass with steel framing, it slowly slides out. 4 feet long and 1 foot squared, full of sloshing blue preservative fluid. I grab it by the top handle with one hand, lugging it around to the open side door. I reach for my first aid kit, which is nothing more than an oversized black duffel bag, while gripping onto the sloshing arm cartridge. Shit, when I was younger, I could yank both of these around like nothing. I'm leaving this damn cartridge in a van till I need it. Parting through the teen gawkers, I reach the victim and her kneeling friend. I crouch down, placing the first aid bag at the victim's feet. Sitting next to the victim, I notice that the jackass shot her arm off, white coat and all, above the elbow. She's lost a ton of blood, but someone was smart enough to use a black leather belt, tightening it over her blood-drenched coat as a tourniquet, which saved her. A well-bloodied yellow phone rolled towel covers what's left of her upper arm. The friend strokes away blood from the victim's blonde hair with paper towels as she slowly opens her eyes. It's okay, Stacy. He's going to help you. Searching through the crowd of gawkers, I look for the hero with no belt, holding up their pants, hoping they have the other half to this kid's arm, because I don't see it anywhere. The gawkers blankly stare back as I reach into my first aid kit, looking for the pocket that holds fast-acting oxycodone. My hand comes out with a dime-sized wafer of the stuff, and I pass it to the friend. I still can't believe this girl's conscience after losing all this blood. Place that under her tongue. It'll melt, killing the pain. Open your mouth, Stacy. Stacy slowly complies, and her friend places the wafer under her tongue. I slowly peel away the bloody towel, exposing what's left of her upper arm. It's crazy how body blasters can shear off a limb so clean, as if surgeons designed the bullets. Seeing a circle of bone surrounded by torn flesh doesn't bother me much. I'm a butcher, constantly working with meat. But the age of my victims, who seem to be growing younger by the day, tears me up. While wearing surgical gloves, I apply an antiseptic gel to the exposed area and search through my bag for an arm cap, retrieving the one I want. Because it looks like a 6-inch diameter black condom in a plastic square wrapper, its packaging brings snickers from the teenage gawkers. Tearing the wrapper, I roll the cap over the exposed area and upper arm. Taking a small rubber hose from the first aid kit, I insert it into the arm cap inlet, running the other end to the rear of the cartridge, which I forgot in the van. Returning with the arm cartridge, I insert the other end of the hose into the rear compressor unit and press the inflate button. It hums to life, expanding the arm cap, and stops once it's finished. It looks like a go-kart inner tube wrapped around her upper arm. I release the leather belt. There, that should come off, I say, doing a final tug on the cap, checking its seal. A skinny African-American teenage girl, wearing a turquoise foam-rolled polo, struggling to hold up her tan khakis with her left hand, is grasping a large red and white foam-rolled cooler with her right. She rests the cooler next to the first aid bag. Put the arm in here, she says. Good thinking, kid. Smiling at her, I nod at the hero that saved the day with her quick thinking. She deserves the Employee of the Month parking spot forever. I return the black leather belt to its rightful owner. Reaching into the cooler, I pull out a plastic-wrapped, pale gray arm. Open sesame, I say, as this simple command unseals the arm cartridge with a wisp of air, lifting the cover slowly. I love these new voice-activated cartridges, especially when my arms are loaded with blood-drenched parts. Carefully placing the arm in the cartridge, I watch it sink slowly into the clear blue preservative. Once my hands are free, the cartridge's lid swings closed, sealing automatically. Its compressor motor engages, pumping and circulating the blue fluid as I watch through the plexiglass. A small screen on the side of the victim's arm cap flashes O positive, followed by the number 3. Pushing through the teen gawkers to the van, I grab 3 one-pint bags of O positive blood from a small refrigerator next to the containment unit. Returning through the teen gawkers, which is starting to piss me off, to the victim's side, I retrieve 3 tubes from my first aid bag, attaching one of each to the blood and the other to the arm cap. A pump in the arm cap switches on, and I hold the bags above the victim. The tubes fill with life-giving blood, saving this girl. One of the few rewarding things left in this shitty job. I clutch my spinning head. Shit, I don't feel so good. Leaning against the double door entrance, I clutch the near empty pipes of blood. I puke. The overly spicy breakfast burrito and last night's gin and juice stream down the lower half of the double doors, residing in a pool. The crowd lets out a collective groan. Some cover their mouths and flee. A bloody arm stump doesn't bother them, but breakfast burrito puke does. Still clutching the near-empty blood bags, I wipe my chin on my coverall sleeve and return to the victim's side. The friend continues stroking Stacy's blonde hair. The heroic teen manager already has a yellow mop bucket at the entrance. The friend asks me, "Are you okay? I should have had cereal instead of a breakfast burrito this morning." Stacy whispers to her friend, who leans in and shakes her head. "Don't worry about that, Stacy." "Is she still in pain?" "No, she wants to know who stole her new holographic phone." I slowly slide the full arm cartridge into the containment unit. It engages, locking in place with a click. A zit-faced, blonde-headed kid pokes his head around the rear doors. "That's pretty fucking cool. You must get paid a shitload." I shake my head while slamming the rear doors. "Kid, I got advice for you. If your parents have the dough to send you to college, go and finish. You don't have to deal with bullshit like this in an office." Pushing past the Snoopy kid, I hop back into my van. He walks past my window, sneering, flipping me off. Fine, he thinks I'm the asshole of the day. Maybe I am. Or maybe I just saved one kid from fucking his life up. I tap the call button on the dash screen. Locked and loaded, Rusty. Going autopilot for best self. Rusty pipes in with only audio. "I've scheduled Ken Barracks before best self. They don't need that girl's arm for reattachment surgery. So you'll have time for another stop. I've entered the new coordinates in your van." "Sounds good. 10-4. The van starts, easing off the curb, and coasts to the parking lot. I'll let the van handle driving while I hold my churning stomach, wishing I had something to calm it. I have a van full of drugs that'll knock you out, but nothing for a hangover. I light up, raising my cigarette hand, acknowledging the driver of an ambulance racing past. That fucking asshole didn't even wave back, or nod, or anything. Don't we have some kind of brotherhood like cops?
This is the end of the transmission.